Hey everybody, I'm Wisp. I'm just here to chat with everybody about things I'm passionate about or things I wish I were passionate about. Mostly the prior. Usually, if I care enough to wish I loved it, I kind of love it anyway. Specifically, if you can't tell, today I'm gonna be talking about Mass Effect. Because N7 Day is coming up really soon, and hypothetically, I will be able to wear this jacket soon. Right now, I am doing it to look swagged up for the video, but I am not doing well. It's hot. It's supposed to be winter, and I'm like almost gonna start sweating just from wearing the jacket and sitting down. It's bad. But I'm bearing through it because I want to have this whole thing going on for this video. So for my first N7 Day video, I just kind of want to talk about what I think's gonna happen on N7 Day. I guess that really isn't something anyone needed explained to them. That makes way too much sense. And let's get going. My knee-jerk reaction is Mass Effect 5 details. And I do think we're getting Mass Effect 5 details, or Mass Effect 5 detail. I think we might get like a piece of concept art or a very direct confirmation that this is 600, 700 years after Mass Effect 3, which we all kind of know anyway. Most people that care enough to be looking at this video probably know, and if you don't, then I will be talking about Mass Effect 5 in another video, and I'll link that here, just in case you're interested. But we might get that confirmed, we might get some concept art, and I'd be ecstatic with literally anything we get, so I'm not complaining about that. But my knee-jerk reaction to say that that is what N7 Day would be, I think is totally wrong. Jennifer Hale has already announced that she's going to be doing signings, and she was instantly met with Mark Meer giving kind of cheeky comments, so I'm assuming they're either co-streaming some signing or they're both doing it at the same time. Maybe not on the same stream, maybe they won't be interacting, but both of the Shepards will be signing, and it makes a lot of sense. I know specifically Mark Meer is always very involved in the sense that every Comic-Con he dresses up as Shepard. He's been in several fan films. He's done fan recordings and said Shepard's lines for fans, that kind of thing. And Jennifer Hale, while she might not be doing all that stuff, I'm not trying to fight over who loves the character more. It's not at all where I'm coming from. They just have different hobbies. Mark Meer, I think, is a little, usually... Why am I shining? The sun moved. Sorry. That's kind of how Mark Meer is with his relationship with Mass Effect and the community and Shepard. Jennifer Hale gives a lot of inspirational talks to the community and to her general followers, not just Mass Effect. But she has gone on record talking in large amounts how much Shepard means to her. So I'm not trying to fight over who loves the fandom more or who loves the character more. They both love Shepard and they both deserve the role as Shepard, and they are the best leads we could have asked for Shepard. You know, they have a really good banter going on with one another all the time. So I'm not surprised to see them potentially co-signing and streaming these together. A reunion is possible. They did it last year and they loved it, and everyone did some lines from Mass Effect, and since the Legendary Edition is still in the hype cycle, I could see them doing it again, or asking to do it again at least. I also could see maybe this time they'll invite some Andromeda actors, and sure, they don't know the crew, they didn't really interact, but I'm sure they'll have a lot of things to say as fellow stars of the Mass Effect franchise. I think it'd be a lot of fun, actually, to see, like, Tom Taylorson and Frida Wolf interacting with Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale. We might get some of that stuff as, like, fans of Mass Effect as a whole. I'm not expecting anything in names of merchandise other than, you know, like, new jackets and new backpacks and keychains, that sort of thing. I'm not expecting, like, new board games or new books quite yet. But I do think, and this might be out there, that we might be getting Mass Effect Multiplayer Legendary Edition. Hopefully as a free patch to the existing Legendary Edition. Maybe not, because I know that, you know, they need to fund the servers somehow. And I feel like it would just be a direct port of the multiplayer with better graphics. Hopefully really good servers that are pumping up. And we start over. But now, you know, the Battlefield characters are unlocked from the beginning, maybe. But other than just, like, the humans of each class, I don't think we'll have our Krogans and all that. Maybe there will be ways for us to freely unlock some characters. Or maybe, like, we can choose one super rare character or something like that. I could see an N7-day announcement saying, like, by the way, the multiplayer is coming back because people have been asking for it a lot, and I'd play the heck out of it, and I know it's made EA a lot of money in the past. My big hope is that if EA does that, if EA actually brings the multiplayer for Mass Effect back, and people put millions of dollars into it, please put that money into Mass Effect. So that's what I'm expecting this N7 day. Mainly, we're probably getting a multiplayer announcement. Well, mainly I think we're getting a multiplayer announcement. We might get some concept art for Mass Effect 5, and no matter how small it is, I will look it up and down for hours. And I could see a teaser. Mass Effect 5 is going to be about a year old as far as announcements go, pretty soon. Game Awards is coming back, so I think a full-on trailer, it's way too soon. We're probably 5 years out from getting this game anyway. But a piece of concept art to remind us it exists and remind us that, Game Awards was the last time we saw it, and it's kind of still existing. I could see that. If not now, the Game Awards is still too early for a trailer, and the Game Awards is most likely going to be focusing much more on Dragon Age than Mass Effect. But maybe we get something. It's definitely possible. If we do, that'll be great. I don't think there's anyone that's going to be disappointed by getting either of them. But I think in 7 days the time we'll get a small teaser. Game Awards is all Dragon Age. And then in the following years, Dragon Age might come out 2022, 2023. We probably have until 2025 before we get Mass Effect. Maybe longer, hopefully not, but maybe longer. Alright, now this one's out there. But I think my last big hope that I could kind of see happening, but it is still the huge, helpless hope here. I would be ecstatic if we somehow got more books announced, because Mass Effect Andromeda didn't finish its story. We don't know about the Jardan. We don't know how Ryder handled the Ket resurgence that was coming back. And that's definitely stuff I'm going to be talking about in the future. But books filling in those plot lines would be great. I know they might have to choose a default Ryder, which people would be very unhappy with. But I'd definitely rather Ryder be defaulted to a certain personality than we never get to know how Ryder's story ended. Plus, even if they do default Ryder to, one gender and one personality and all that, we could still, now we know the events that happened, and we can imagine how our Ryder did it anyway, so I think it'll be fine. And I also think that Ryder is a little bit more malleable. People would definitely, I think, allow Ryder to be used in canon before they would allow Shepard, because people got so attached to their Shepards. But yeah, share with me what you think might be happening on N7 Day. How excited are you? It's coming up really soon. And I'll be talking to everybody soon. Until next time.